Hi there and welcome to Llama Land. I'm your host, Michelle Drumfoot. I thought I'd start off with something a little bit different since it is different right now in the sky. There's been so many forest fires here up in the west coast of Canada and in our area, which is where I live in British Columbia, Langley, Vancouver area. It's called the Fraser Valley. And being in a valley also, you know, everything settles from pollution and smoke. And we've had quite a few forest fires, as you probably heard on the news. And so now it's all the smoke has come our way, and the sun coming through this smoke, foggy, cloudy stuff is incredible. I mean, it's like you feel like you're on a different planet. I've never seen the sun the way it looks now. It's like this reddy orange ball of fire. It's like you feel like you're on a different planet, like Mars or something. It's amazing. It's beautiful, and you know, even though the smoke's bad and it's been hard on some people with, you know, asthma and sore eyes, to look at the sun the way it is absolutely beautiful. So there's always something positive you can look at it out of something that's not been good for the environment or the poor little animals in the forest. I always think of those little guys and they're running, you know, I can't even think about it. It just upsets me too much. But that's life. And most of these fires have been caused by lightning. But there have been a few that have been caused by humans, unfortunately. And anyway, we just have to be so careful. So it's been an extraordinary week of the sun, I have to say. When I say I want to talk about something a little bit different, I've just been thinking about, you know, things, life, you know, and health, you know, and things that are coming up for people that they're looking forward to. Maybe it's a wedding or something positive, right? Or a birthday or something special, right? Well, my niece is getting married in next month, and I was hoping to lose some weight, you know, lose the weight thing and keep it off, you know, just lose it for, you know, two reasons: health, and secondly, I want to look hot, right? So it hasn't quite panned out, but I still do have approximately 30 days to lose at least 10 pounds. That would be nice. And so I'm thinking to myself, well, why have I not done this? Why am I eating all the wrong things? You know, I've just been, I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's Mercury in retrograde, but I don't know what's going on. But I've been just wanting oatmeal chocolate chip cookies and potato chips. My God. So maybe I'm just lacking in some minerals and that's why I'm craving it. Or I don't know. I always want to blame something outside myself. Basically, it's just, you know, lack of self-control and maybe, you know, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe I've been watching TV too much. I've been brainwashed by the commercials to buy this and to eat that. I mean, I've never seen so many fast food commercials. I mute them and I think to myself, my God, no wonder there's so many overweight people here in North America. It's all we see. And then on Sunday, well, actually the weekend, I spent most of the weekend inside an air conditioned room watching film noirs, and I love the old movies. And where was I going with this? I don't know where I was going with this. But anyway, watching movies, you know, you want to have popcorn. Didn't have popcorn. Oh, I had potato chips. Oh, yeah, I have oatmeal chocolate chip cookies. Oh, I have that too. Yum, yum, yum. It's not that I do it every day, but it feels sure as hell like I did. So now I'm like, okay, smarten up. You're going to Aquafit tomorrow, and you're going to Aquafit the hell out of yourself and burn all those fattening calories that you ate over the weekend. Because, that's just not a good thing. I mean, it's just so easy to put it on, isn't it? And so hard to take off. And it's so hard to earn money, and it's so easy to spend. Why is it like that? Why does it have to be that way? Why can't it be the other way? Why can't it be? It's so hard to put the weight on. And some people are like that, and I don't like those people. Why is it always so hard the other way? Why can't it be easy the other way? Like, it's so easy to save, and it's so hard to spend. Oh, it's so hard to eat chips and cookies and chocolate. And, I wish I couldn't. Oh, no, it hasn't, it has to be the other way. What's all that about? Why? I don't like it one bit. I know where I was going with this. So when I was talking about watching movies and stuff over the weekend, all these really cool old movies with like Cary Grant and, Barbara Stanwyck and Betty Davis and, what's his name? Jimmy Stewart. Oh my God, they're just great movies. But in between the movies, I noticed, again, there's all these commercials bombarding you to eat food, eat Burger King and A&W and McDonald's. No, actually not some McDonald's. I don't think I saw any McDonald's commercials. No, I don't think I did. But I saw a lot of other food commercials. And in between those food commercials, I saw pharmaceuticals, especially certain channels. You notice that, like CNN, some of those news commercials. It's kind of interesting. I guess that's the big, that's where they get their money, right? The big money to help these news people stay on the TV. And so, thinking, okay, it's food. They're bombarding us with, brainwashing us, conditioning us, pharmaceuticals, and then there's body. What's the other one? Body perspiration. And then the other thing is condoms. Gosh, I'll get it right. Jeez, condoms. So this Viking guy comes running into his fortress, and his woman's there, and they're all feisty and they're about to do it, and then she's like, hold on just for a minute, I have to go and get something. And she opens up this little treasure box thing, and she pulls out this condom, this ringy thing, and then wow, and then the next commercial is, if you're feeling this way, take this pill, but it's going to cause you to, you could get cancer, you could have a heart attack, you could, could make you blind, it could give you a really bad rash. I mean, come on, my God. And then have a burger afterwards. Yeah, let's do it. My God, this is what we're constantly watching. I know, it's just, I just mute it now. I just mute the sucker and turn my head, turn that cheek away from the TV. Get your peripheral ready to get back onto the movie you're watching. So that's what we're constantly being bombarded with. And then I ask myself, why can I not be in control of my feeding, my food, right? Well, maybe because I watch too much damn TV lately. Now, when I wasn't, this is very interesting, actually. I'm really thinking about this. When I watch less TV, I seem to eat much better. Think about it, people. Watch too much TV, you get this, this constant, consumerism. It's mostly food. Why are we so fat on this side of the earth? And then on Sunday, I'm watching my movie. In between, I see these terrible, horrible, heart-wrenching, starving children. And I go, oh my God. I'm stuffing my face with chips, and I see these poor little children. Seriously, it just gets to me. I have to turn it off. And I think, what is going on with this world? This is so... I mean, I know it's been going on for years. I know I'm not stupid. But I mean, come on. It's 2017. We're eating too much. They're not getting enough. Come on. There's something freaking not right here. Now, I've heard... conspiracy theories where, people are getting sick and diseases and this and that for a number of reasons. It's all the preservatives and chemicals they put in our food. And, for some people, it hits them harder than others, and it turns into a disease, or maybe it's not a disease, and now the pharmaceutical companies the FDA decide to call it a disease, because then they get more money through that definition. Now, someone said, I don't know who this person said, or a group of people said that what's happening is all this processed food that we're eating, and we're being told is good for you with the check mark, and no, it's past the, the Food and Drug Administration, it's good for you. It's not. And they call it a soft kill. Have you ever heard of soft kill? That means it's not going to kill you right away. It's just a gradual thing, and it's done by, eating certain foods, processed foods majority of the time, and sugar. Sugar is the poison. Okay, it's not high fat. I mean, we're talking good fat, not bad fat. It's sugar that's causing all these problems. It's causing inflammation. It's causing all kinds of complications, which, depending on that person's body chemistry, will affect them in different ways. They'll come out in different ways. Also, too, what you think causes chemical reactions in the body that can be producing toxic things, cortisone, that sort of thing. So if you're thinking stressful thoughts or unhealthy thoughts, negative thoughts, whatever you want to, anything that's going to be harmful to yourself and others, you will cause a poison in your system that it's just not good for you. Okay. So, that's kind of what I learned this weekend, because I was on a movie marathon. Part of me really liked it, just to sort of focus outside of myself and watch these incredible actors and listen to these stories. But in between these movies was all this other stuff that really, for me, the contrast really defined what's going on, in our society. It's all consumerism. Consume, and that leads me off into something totally different. But I must mention it, because I tell you one thing that really helps me, and I know it helps a lot of people, is meditation. And oh my God, meditation. I can't do that. I can't sit there and think of nothing. My head will not stop talking. I've got these thoughts, these chatter in my head, right? It's hard to do that. You build up to it, right? You just, there's different ways of building up to it. How I did it was I did a guided meditation. So you can find them free online. Be careful what you choose. You don't want anybody hypnotizing you into something weird. But find something that, is pleasant and takes you, somebody that's, you can trust. You can, check them out and they sound good. And guided meditation is great for relaxation, getting rid of stress, obviously. There's meditation for all kinds of things, for money. If you're like, oh my God, I got my bills to pay, I got zero in my account, and I need to manifest some money. So those kind of meditations and manifestations, I think they're kind of cool. They're fun to do. It puts you in a different headspace, different energy. And I do agree, everything's energy. Energy and if you're a woman, good makeup. I gotta tell you something. I went to see this guy, and I wanted to make a deal with him about something. I had something to sell. I had this mic system I didn't need anymore, and I wanted to buy something else. So I went to see him, and I said, "Hey, dude, I want to get, this is how much I want for it, and I know what it's worth." And he said, "No, well, I'm only gonna give you this amount." And I said, "Well, you know what? I don't think so. Let me think about that." So I went there with no makeup. Okay. So then I went back to him again. Just by chance, actually, because I was looking at something. It was at a music store. And I think he kind of forgot who I was, because I looked different, because I had my makeup on. My hair was nice and, nice back. And I looked nice, my makeup, my clothes and everything. And he offered me more. Really? So I thought, isn't that interesting? You didn't want to budge when I had no makeup on, but all of a sudden you want to give me a little bit more because I got makeup on, because I look a little bit look better to the eye, to your eyeballs. It's life, okay? Sometimes the girl has to do what she's got to do. It's just a fickle kind of, for some people. You just got to do what you got to do. So, okay, I'm digressing here. I talked about meditation to makeup. But meditation's so much better than medication, don't you think? But mind you, sometimes medication does help. A temporary. This is just my own opinion. Please do not take this as a doctor's, don't do what I say. This is just my own experience. Sometimes I have taken the Tylenol and it has helped. So I'm just talking about not doing it all the time, not becoming habitual, depending on drugs and medication to get you through. But meditation is a wonderful drug, natural drug to help you get through things. Because most of it is in the mind. Okay, we think everything. We think. Most people think that it takes something outside of us to make things better on the inside. That is so wrong. It's the opposite. It's the total opposite. It takes from the inside out, not the outside in. Except for, when you're eating potato chips, then you might want to use that rule. That's different. But, when you go inside, when you go into meditate, it feels so free. There's so much space. I think people want to feel free, get in your skin, and you're stressed and you want to get out of this bodysuit. And you're like, oh my God, I can't hack it in here, So you can meditate with proper meditational techniques, okay? And it's very freeing. And also, too, it stills the mind. And when you still the mind, quiet the mind, then you see things much clearer, just like water, You stop throwing those pebbles in the water and watch, just go somewhere where it's quiet and calm. You can see the bottom of that river. You can see things much clearer. So, and when you see things clear, you see things as they are, and then you can come up with solutions to your problems. And so, most problems are caused by not really thinking things out or just being impulsive, right? Or desperate. Instead of just saying, okay, you know what? I'm gonna ride this through. It's gonna work out. I'll try not to make the same mistakes I made before. No one's perfect. We're all gonna make mistakes. This is a journey. But what I'm saying about meditation is meditation does help you not to always look for things from the outside. If you look within, everything's within. It is. It's so true. And the ultimate is, and I'm not trying to be hokey pokey here. It's love. Love. Love is the ultimate thing. Loving yourself and loving others and connecting with everything to a blade of grass. That's what it's all about. We're all one. I was listening to Alan Watts. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. He's a philosopher. He was a philosopher back in the 1970s. I think he died in 1970 or 1980. English fellow. And he was an amazing philosopher about life. And, he said that... Oh, my God, it left my mind here. Hold on a second. Alan, come back to my head. You were just there. Come on. Come back. Okay. Oh, Alan, please come back to my head. Okay, I'll get back to Alan in a little bit. For some reason, he's left me. And I was going to say something quite profound that I heard him say about meditation and about how we don't really... Oh, I know what it was. Thank you, Alan. Thank you for coming back. He'd mentioned talking about the I, ourselves, the I. I live here. This is where I live. This is my experience. This is I. Okay. So my I, my reality, it feels like that's just our world, right? Our reality is our world. Just like the people in North Korea, their I is their reality. And just like the people in Africa, their I is their reality. We're all I's. But what if I was born in Africa? What if I was born in North Korea? What if I was born in wherever? Then that would be me. That would be my I. That's my reality. And that's my world. And that's how we see our world when we're in our own confined communities or countries, whatever. And so, what is I? That was his question. What is I? I is, I could be that person over in Africa. So basically, there is no I. That's what he's saying. There is, but it's everywhere. Our I is our own reality. I hope that's not sounding too complicated or too deep or too messed up. But so when you go within, I mean, it's hard to say that when you're starving. I mean, it depends on your circumstances. Whatever your circumstances are, you pray. Like, say if you're about to die, oh my God, God save me, please. So then you're in a God, help me. If you're starving, then you're in a hungry state of mind. You whatever is happening in the immediate moment is what you focus on, right? So I'm just rambling on here, but that's basically what I'm trying to say is, okay, so I'm very fortunate to live in North America. I'm fortunate to live in the country I live in the province I live in of British Columbia. I don't know why I'm so lucky and fortunate to live here and have a wonderful family, and I have beautiful friends, and I have all the food I want to eat, and I've got a nice roof over my head, and I have a talent or developed talent. I play drums. And how come that's my reality and it's not theirs? Well, that's the $65,000 question, isn't it? Why are some people, they seem kind of like, cursed or have a gray cloud over there, Then we could get into karmic stuff, right, too. We could talk about that. I mean, it's so complicated. It's complex. And it's best not to overthink things. It goes to drive yourself crazy, people. They say it's better to just stay out of your brain. Just stay out of your mind. I'm not saying don't push it to come up with inventions and come up with solutions, to help people. But, I mean, with these kind of questions, you can drive yourself crazy. So I'm not going to ask any more questions like that anymore. But what I'm saying is meditation, which can be done anywhere, anybody can do it around the world, is a very powerful thing. And what we need is to look within ourselves to find that love and freedom, and we'll know what to do. So that's it for now. I hope I didn't sound Swahili or Pig Latin or anything else that I was saying didn't sound too confusing, but it's kind of my train of thought, and I just wanted to share that with you. I haven't seen any UFOs lately. I do look up at the sky, but there's not much to look at because of all that smoke, but that beautiful sun. And anyway, take care, people. Love one another. And go for it. Look into meditation and see where it takes you. God bless. Have a good week.